about a year and a half since I've been home. It's relative. What do I call home? Because, I feel Croatian, but I also feel Jamaican, and I miss being in Jamaica, but I'm also American, and all my friends are in America.
A mix.
Yeah, total mix, thanks. But, where do I miss being? After being here for a year and a half, it really catches up to me, that homesickness. Like, I want to go and see my friends. I want to lie on a beach in Jamaica, eat a mango, and drink out of a coconut. Like, I just have those urges for those things. But I also realize that there are a lot of things here that remind me of being either in Jamaica or in the U.S. And also that when I do go home, after a few weeks, I realize that time has been going by the whole time. And, everyone kind of has their own rhythm and their own lives, and I'm not really in that anymore. So, although I do miss home, I also like being here, and I also, I feel like if I went home right now, like, literally after a week, like, after I saw all my friends, it'd be like, okay, what do I do now? Because I've gotten so used to just being here all the time. So, you've been here, how long has it been since you haven't been home?
I went home for Christmas. So I went home for November and December and part of January, all of January.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to be home for a long time before the second half of the season started. But I always miss home when I leave. I was away at college, and it was a 5.5 hour drive, so I did not go home very often, especially during fall season, because every weekend there was soccer, so there was no time to go home.
Now you have like a 12-hour flight, so it's
yes.
a 5-hour drive seems like nothing.
It's a little bit farther. My dad used to come every weekend for my games, so I miss seeing him every weekend. Mm-hmm. But because of Skype, I'm able to see them and talk to them.
That's true. Social networks really make it easy to
has really helped
keep in touch with people.
I miss home, but I like being here. It's like you get used to being here, and it's like, okay, then you go home and you're like, no, I don't want to leave home, because
then you get used to being there.
But I get spoiled when
here?
I'm home.
Me too. When my mom starts cooking for me, and when
meals are cooked, laundry's done.
But what kind of things here remind you of home? Is there anything that reminds you of home?
I'd say shopping. Love malls.
Definitely.
That's what I do during my days when I'm bored.
But that's an American thing. So really, that's the Americanization of Europe. So then that's why it feels like being in America.
Mm-hmm. There's like 2 fast food places, which is not like the U.S. But sometimes we go to McDonald's, and I don't really go to McDonald's in the U.S. ever because I don't really like it. But that's true. It's better here for some reason.
Yeah, the food is better. I've noticed that too. Like it doesn't taste as fatty as it does in the U.S.
No.
Yes, and also since I grew up a lot in Jamaica, when I'm on the Croatian coast, I kind of feel like I'm in Jamaica. It's not really the same, it's not the same vibes, it's not the same fruits, and, I'm obsessed with food, so those things play a big role for me. But, I see the water, I see, people swimming, and I see just the sun and being warm and everything kind of reminds me of being in Miami as well, because Miami's so hot. So I have those few things, shopping reminds me of America, junk food reminds me of America, even though I also don't eat that much junk food in America. And being on the coast reminds me of being, at home a little bit. But like I said, it's that the one thing that I don't like about being so far away is just that so much time passes in between that, in my head, it's like, when I go home, everything's the same. But in reality, that changes. So I don't know if you had that because you haven't been here for so long, but I know that for me, that kind of...
I don't think it was as much because I was home not long ago. I go and see my best friend. We hang out just like it was, like I hadn't left. My family's very happy to have me, so I'm busy seeing my grandma, my grandpa, my aunts and uncles, and everyone. So
yeah, I guess I have that since it's been such a long time. After a year and a half, it's just, I wish that things don't change, but then I realize that they do. So I'm excited to go back home. I'm really hoping that I'll be able to for winter this year. And I think that a lot of people who do a lot of traveling also kind of get that feeling that when they're gone for a long time, they come back and the things that they've experienced, you tell everyone about it, but it's not really the same unless they experience it. Mm-hmm. And then you kind of get into a disconnect. But I guess that's how it goes.